Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sean, sometimes known as the Beast, amongst other things, and I thought I'd leave the black metal stuff to a side temporarily, come out of the icy forests and go back into the gutter where all the good people live, with a little bit of a death metal update type thing. To my new subscribers, welcome aboard. I hope you find something of interest. To my regular subscribers, thank you very much for all the interactions. Again, I've said countless times before, that's the best part of this, is not only discovering new music and hopefully showing new music to people, it's the interaction in the comments and such like. So if anything on this little update interests you, please feel free to pop down in the comments and we'll chat some shit. So we'll get cracked on. First off is the band Torture Squad and their release Far Beyond Existence from 2018. This is their 8th full length. This is out on Brutal Records. And this is thrash metal bordering on death metal from Brazil. Female singer, has a really good guttural sort of growl. I would say the music is predominantly thrash metal. The vocals are more towards the death metal end of it. I wouldn't say it's you must rush out and buy it. However, I picked this up off Amazon. I can't remember who told me about it, but it was going for like silly money. I think it was when Amazon do them things where they're selling a record for about a tenner. Everyone orders it and 90% of the people don't get it. Fortunately, I managed to grab one. This is really good. It's really solid. It's got the little nuances that we like about thrash metal, the riffs, the groove type thing. And again, like I said, the vocals are pretty much in the realm of death metal. I would probably compare the styles something akin to maybe Sodom, but obviously slightly harsher vocals. This came on quite a lurid red, but again, I think I only paid, I'm sure it was less than £10, and it's well worth having. I mean, I don't know if I'll rush out and try and track everything else of theirs down. It might be one of those bands, if I see it, I'll grab it, but if not, then, you know, they're not a band that'll be on my I must complete their discography type list. But saying that, you know, it is definitely worth a listen. Excuse me. So if you get a chance and you see it cheap, well worth adding to your collection. So that is Torture Squad and Far Beyond Existence from 2018. Now, next up, I've got a few cassettes to show. As I mentioned before, I'm a massive fan of the band Tenebro. So when I saw they were bringing a split out with Mortuary Ghoul, based on a superb movie, which, to be honest, most of their stuff is, I had to grab it. This is, and I'll try and make it so it doesn't glare too much. This is a split between Tenebro and Mortuary Ghoul. This is called Della Morte. This is out on Dismal Fate Records. This is 6 tracks, 3 from each band, and if you're akin to, big word, wrong place, if you're aware of either band and you sort of know what to expect, this is horror based death metal. Tenebro kick it off with 3 tracks that are ridiculously heavy, crushing guitars, guttural vocals, just absolutely stupendous, incredible band. Definitely one of my favourite modern death metal bands. The shell is a blue one. You get the same 6 tracks on each side. Tenebro do what Tenebro do. for the first 3 tracks, as I said. And then Mortuary Ghoul come on, and unbelievably, it seems to be even heavier than Tenebro. There is a couple of sound bites out of horror movies which we all enjoy, don't we? But yeah, this is definitely well worth picking up. Tenebro obviously are playing at next year's Dead of Winter Festival up in Scotland. Tickets still available. Get yourself one if you haven't got one yet, and we'll see you there. We'll have a glass of Coca-Cola or some such. But yeah, this is an absolutely first-rate pickup. I'm so pleased to have added it to the Tenebro collection, because, like I said, they are one of my favourite modern death metal bands. On the subject of Tenebro, while I was there on Dismal Fate Records, they've reissued the Ultima Grida Dahlia Ganglia, whatever that word says there, that one, on cassette. I have the CD, I have the vinyl. Did I need the cassette? No. Was I always going to buy it just because of the artwork and the fact that it's horror related? Probably one of the best cannibal films ever made, obviously. So we get 11 tracks that are on the actual original release and 2 bonus tracks. That one's on a red cassette with the inlay card, J card, like that. The other one is, if I can get this back in its case, the other one is a white, almost opaque shell, and again some rather spiffing artwork from the movie. Yeah, I mean, it's Tenebro. It's one of those things where when you go on to buy something and then there's a little bundle there, the 2 cassettes and quite spiffing little patch for the cut off, and I think it wasn't a lot. So, but anyway, so that's Tenebro. But obviously the main thing I wanted to show was the Della Morte split between Tenebro and Mortuary Ghoul. So, talking of horror-based metal, a gentleman that probably needs no introduction if you're from the UK or if you've got any interest in horror-based death metal. This is the latest released from Grave Ghoul. This is The Living Dead Flesh. It's a compilation of the 2 EPs that Living Burial Ground, and The House of Dead Flesh, which just happened to be them 2 there. Ryan, everybody knows who Ryan Willis is. If you don't, then you need to crawl out from under your headstone and check him out. The dude is ridiculously talented. He's prolific. He's responsible for such monsters as Seven Doors, Blood Rage, Born Undead, and he's actually joining Tenebro on stage next year at the Dead of Winter Fest. So that'll be an extra bonus for the people attending. Like I said, tickets £15, £25, whatever the pounds they are. If you've still got some, just go and buy one. It's well worth it. Yeah, again, if you've heard any of Ryan's stuff, you know just how talented he is. This is absolutely crushing. This has 3 bonus covers at the end, as well as the original EPs, and Twisted Mass of Burnt Decay, the Autopsy cover. That is absolutely phenomenal. Obviously I'm a big fan of Autopsy, and Ryan's managed to put his own slant on it, on a fantastic track anyway. But yeah, if you've been sleeping on Ryan's stuff, then I would highly recommend you just go and get everything he's done. Actually, in the background playing is Ryan's other project, Echoes from Beyond, is horror soundtrack. This is absolutely superb. This is released under the name Freudstein, and this is, if you're a fan of old-fashioned horror movies and the music that accompanies them, this is an essential purchase. It's absolutely fantastic. So again, that's Ryan and his Grave Ghoul 2 EP compilation, Living Dead Flesh. Next up is an album that Mark G with a C recently showed. As soon as it finished, I went and listened to it digitally. Was absolutely enraptured by it, and then thought, well, I'm going to have to try and grab a copy of that. And luckily enough, found a copy on Discogs pretty much straight away. I've had it about, what had it been, about 4 days ago I think it came, and it's constant. This is, try and get it to focus, this is Hellsworn, and their only release, Repulsive Existence, this came out in 2012, sorry. This is on Eldritch Lunar Miasma Records. Yes, I was reading it down there because the picture on the back's not very clear. This is absolutely incredible. This is seriously well done, HM2 infused, old school Swedish sounding death metal. These gentlemen were from Midlands. So this is the only release they did, and God knows why. I don't know if the guys have gone on to join other bands, or you know, gone on to bigger and better things, but this is absolutely fantastic. This is, I managed to get issue 30 of 100, and yeah, this is just absolutely flawless. It's full of riffs, the drumming is superb, the vocals are superb, absolutely fantastic release. I mean, to be fair, if Mark shows stuff, then you sort of know what to expect. It's going to be dirty, filthy and horrible. This is, it fits that category perfectly. And in a sort of a segue from Mark, the tape's just turned itself off. I can't be asked to get up and go and turn it back over again. Mark's bandmate Paul, out of The Mighty Enchantment, he has just released this absolute belter of a 7-inch single. This is Paul's new project. They're called Crypt Feeder. This is called Into the Crypt. Obviously it's a brand new release this year, 2024. This is 2 tracks out on Cosmic Key Creations. If you like HM2 infused metal, you will absolutely love this. This is rapidly becoming one of my favourite releases of the year, and it will end up in some type of obviously a list saying this is one of my favourite releases of the year. Black vinyl. This is just absolutely soaked in that HM2 buzzsaw sound. It's absolutely phenomenal. Paul's vocals are deep, guttural, savage, brutal. Just everything about this. It screams to you, please, please, please hurry up and release a bloody full length, because that will be an album of the year contender, even though it hasn't even been recorded yet. With it we get a sticker, and I also ordered the patch. I did also order the t-shirt, but as soon as it came I had to put it on, so that's now in the wash because it stinks. But yeah, Crypt Feeder. Keep an eye out for these boys, because potentially this is going to be a massive project, and I hope it is, because it's absolutely, these 2 tracks are an absolutely appetite wetter that you need to hear more. Absolutely superb. Everything I've shown is really good. This is really good. Awesome release. So that is their debut release, the debut 7-inch single from Crypt Feeder, Into the Crypt. Get over to Cosmic Key, get it purchased, get it on your stereo, and headbang like a motherfucker. So that's it for this one. Just a shortish one, I think. Can't see what time it says on my clock, so on my camera. we've got a few things in the pipeline that I'm looking forward to recording, and I've got a bit of homework to do on one of them. There's quite a lot of black metal stuff I can show again. I'm tempted to do a controversial one just for controversy's sake, because I know that's that sort of upsets a few people, and it always seems to get the count up though, the view count up. But yeah, we'll if you're stuck with me this long, thank you very much appreciated. Enjoy whatever it is that you're listening to, enjoy whatever genre you're listening to, and off to see the mighty obituary next week, so there's probably going to be a bit of obituary spinning this week. So until next time, and as always, cheers!